What is up, guys? My name is Eric, also known as Aviator, and today you're watching me pull my paraglider wing out of my car for the very first time at home. I'm actually at a local park at sunrise, and as you'll see right here, I am wandering out to do some kiting. Now, this is a part of my Paramotor training series where I go from being a complete ignoramus idiot, not knowing at all what I was doing, to hopefully being able to fly this thing with at least some level of skill. Now, with that stated, as you can see right here, it's a beautiful morning, and I mean, it really is a just truly beautiful morning, and I've got lots of camera angles for you today. As you'll see me go into super fast mode here in just a second to show off exactly how you lay out the wing for the very first time and my first flight with it. Now, obviously, because I am in training, because I'm learning how to do this stuff step by step, it is a very interesting and delicate process, particularly as this is my first time kiting by myself without an instructor. Now, when I left you last, we were at Pine Island Airport down in South Florida at planetppg.com, where I was learning to fly these, and the storms were rolling in, so I came home. I got to see my wife and my son, and it just was great to be home. I'd been gone for a couple of days. It was really cool to go, get home and spend some time, and the sunrise was just so beautiful because being a couple hours in from the coast, apparently it was just enough to keep us from getting storms, and it was, well, be honest here, it was pretty darn splendid. So as you'll see throughout this video, I do some kiting and I start doing my very first attempts at powered flight. Now, I'll talk more about that in a bit, but I want to talk briefly about this wing that I'm flying and the experience of kiting, because I know the last two videos I've done some kiting, and some people are like, hey, when are you going to be done with training? Well, first and foremost, the wing I'm flying is a Momentum Microlight wing. You can buy yours at blackhawkparamotor.com. I gotta say, honestly, I love this wing. As you can see right here, this is my first time pulling it up, and I actually messed up the lines on the right hand side. You can see that they're a little bit tangled, but it's still flying fine, and I just had such a joyful experience flying this wing because it was a beautiful, beautiful morning. It's sunrise. I don't usually get up that early, but it was still really pretty, and I got to experience this gorgeous morning, and just, I really find a lot of joy in experiencing something I don't normally experience. And as you'll see throughout, I turn right here, go forward, I start running forward. In a second, as soon as my head goes forward, you'll actually see that I'm flying. I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not, because I haven't reviewed the video well enough, I suppose, but I actually do get off the ground a couple of feet just from running, because the wing is so efficient, it takes me off and flies me around, and that was really cool. So this was a joy. I mean, it was a real joy to kind of start to experience these different kinds of things and learn how to do things on my own, because a lot of my flying here in Florida is going to be on my own. I don't have a lot of friends in the area that fly paramotors as yet. I hope that more of my friends buy them and start doing it, because it's the most freedom I've ever experienced in the air, for sure. I mean, I can throw something in the back of my car and go fly, and that's flippin' awesome. So regardless, we've talked a lot about kiting and the like before, but I do want to talk a little bit about just this experience that I'm having now, where I'm able to go out and kite for the pure joy of it. If you remember my very first episode kiting, I was, let's be honest, abysmal. I was basically drug across the ground like a complete and total ignoramus idiot. Second time I got to use that word, yay. And it's a challenge, but as time goes on, it's amazing how fast you learn. So as you see this guy right here, this is back at Pine Island Airport. I'm back, it's now Monday morning, my wife's with me, and this is Paul. Paul's getting pushed along to show exactly how you can kite when you know what you're doing in higher winds. Now, this is 15 or so mile-an-hour winds, and Paul's an expert, but he's going to show me how to do the same. So as you'll see right here, I pull the brake slightly, and I'm in the air. Now, Paul's got me attached to a rope, and he's actually pulling me along. It's really kind of cool. Here's a forward launch. Wing comes right up nice and easy. I come off the brakes, let the wing come back up into the position of lift, and I'm 10 feet off the ground, 15 feet off the ground, like a boss. It was so much fun to do this, and it really does help educate you on exactly what to expect when you're flying the wing and what to expect when you have to flare to land safely, etc. So that fast forwards us to the next clip, and I know this is kind of a fast-paced episode, but I hope you don't mind, because here we're about an hour east of, or 2 hours east of Pine Island Airport, and we're out of this old subdivision which was never built. It was kind of a creepy thing. There's always streets and fire hydrants and street signs, but no homes were ever built. So they have these streets out here, and basically people who like to fly paragliders and hang gliders and that kind of thing come out here to fly them, because it's a big, safe, empty area where you can do so. And here you get to watch me fail, because a couple different things. First off, the wind is changing a lot. It wasn't a lot of wind, but a few miles an hour of wind, and in a paramotor, you always want to take off into the wind. Incredibly experienced pilots can take off crosswind, but I couldn't, which meant that I was doing a lot of this. Walking back with 70 pounds on my back, 65 pounds on my back, wearing myself out, trying to get in position to be able to launch safely. Now, obviously, people who were more experienced pilots could deal with this, but because I had no experience, this is my very first flight, I wanted to be able to do things just right. So in a moment here, you'll see me do like a 5 or 6 failed takeoffs. I think I did over 20 failed, only because I had different expectations for how I was going to fly. Because I had this expectation of be flying at Pine Island, where they have this huge area that you can kind of sidestep, etc. And every time I stepped off the road, I was like, oh, I guess I can't take off. And then Paul flies, he's like, you can take off anywhere you want. You can run across the dirt, it doesn't matter. So I just didn't grasp that. But it was a great learning experience. In the next video, I'm going to show you guys how I took my first flight and ways that taking your first flight can be made safer based upon what I learned there. So really cool stuff, guys. Really enjoyed being with you here. Check out this incredible sunrise. Once again, this is back that Sunday morning. And as always, guys, I really do appreciate you watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a comment below. And I do want to take a moment just truly to thank Blackhawk. Paramotors are amazing. And to thank Planet PPG once again. I'm just so honored to have been working with both of these guys. Have a great day, guys. Take a moment to click the previous episode on the bottom left of the screen. And if you'd like to, don't hesitate to check out a base jumping proximity video in Norway and France from my buddy Tiger on the right. Really cool stuff. I think you guys will dig it. And if you don't, I don't want to hear about it. Now I'm just playing. Have a great day, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.